Hello, I'm John Rushton, the Emotions Expert. It's okay if you don't want to agree with people today. Don't be put off by what the media says, what people on the radio say, people on their pods say, anything else. You must do and say whatever you think and feel. And it's neither good nor bad. It is what it is. And you're entitled to say whatever you want. What other people think you should say based on their thoughts and feelings are completely superfluous to your life. It's all about them, and they're not important, because if they drop dead tomorrow, your life would go on quite happily without them, without any adjustment whatsoever. You must be the person who you want to be in life, and not be fearful of what you say, frightened you're going to upset somebody else because you said this and something said that or whatever. If people choose to get upset, that's their own volition. That's all about them. But what you must think about is what you want to say and why you want to say it. And you shouldn't go around having this fearful anxiety within you thinking, I wonder if I should say that. I wonder if I should do that. I wonder. Do it. If it's wrong, it's wrong. That's it. Move on. But if you don't make mistakes, you don't actually move on anyway, because you never learn from them, because you don't know what the result is from having made those mistakes. People that make mistakes often come out to be very, very successful because they've learnt the hard way. People that never do anything don't do anything, and they're dull, boring people, and they probably end up in the media as well, just being people who talk about things but never do anything themselves. When you actually disagree with somebody, there's nothing wrong with that. It's because your perception is based on a certain premise, but looking at something from a certain point of view. Theirs is the similar, but from an opposite angle, so therefore there's a bit of a dichotomy there. But you've got to actually say why you want to say something. You don't have to explain everything you say, because you're not there to gain permission or acceptance from anybody. You're there to state your case. But what you must do is actually physically state it in its totality, and not little bits of it, and hoping that some people down the line will latch onto it just to say something which makes you feel good so you can continue. You can say something in a bunch of people which nobody likes whatsoever. But that is not important, because when people become successful, they stand out from the crowd. They actually don't follow the crowd. It's the herding instinct which gets people into a place called nowhere land, where nothing happens because they stagnate. They all say the same thing. They all do the same thing. They all look at the same thing. And there's nothing intrinsically wrong with that either. But if you want to actually do something from yourself, you have to be yourself, because your thoughts are based on how you think, how you feel, how you see life, your fears, your phobias, anxieties, your likes, your dislikes, your loves, your hates. Everything that's there is all about you, and they can differ quite substantially from somebody else. Even if you have an identical twin, those things can substantially differ. So you've got to be the same person that you want to be, and then people will understand you. If you go around being a chameleon and talking about things to please other people, or trying to fit in, and I didn't want to cause a mess, or I didn't want to cause upset, well, I like to fit in here and there. If you want to be one of those people, that's absolutely fine. But then if you're overlooked, or people put upon you, or people treat you in a way which you don't like, then it's your own fault. Because if what you allow will continue, you've got to say no. You've got to say what you think. So listen, I don't agree with you at all. I disagree with what you've said. It doesn't resonate well with me. It's not the way I look at things, and I don't see any pathway which is positive the way you're going. And that's it. You don't have to say any more. You don't have to be argumentative. They may come back and say, well, I don't like what you've said. It's this and this. That's fine. Allow them to. You don't have to say another single word. Just move on. Be the person you want to be. Say what you want to do. And then you will feel better in yourself. You'll be more in control of your life. What you say, where you go, you will find it easier to converse with people, to write things down, to broadcast things, to be exactly the person you feel at any one moment in time based on circumstances, parameters, situations, and anything else which is surrounding you. This is all about you. So in future, be open, say what you want, and you will be a happier person for doing so.